In the world's poorest countries, around 1 in 4 children are engaged in child labour. That's according to UNICEF, the UN's Child Aid Fund. In particular, cases of child slavery in the cocoa production industry have, in recent years, become more prominent. Well, a US federal appeals court on Tuesday revived a lawsuit against food producers Nestle and Cargill Co., a group of former child slaves from Mali, accused the companies of supporting forced child labour by purchasing cocoa from Ivory Coast.
The former child slaves have waited too long for justice in this case. In sum, the allegations paint a picture of overseas slave labour that defendants perpetuated from headquarters in the United States.
The plaintiffs said that the companies provided financial and technical support to Ivory Coast farmers in order to guarantee the cheapest source of cocoa. However, Nestle has recently issued a statement denying all of the allegations.
Regrettably, in bringing such lawsuits, the plaintiffs' class action lawyers are targeting the very organisations trying to fight forced labour. Forced child labour is unacceptable and has no place in our supply chain. We have explicit policies against it and are working with other stakeholders to combat this global social problem.
In 2017, Nestle came out with its first report on progress to eliminate child labour in its supply chain. This outlined the main areas that the company had been focusing on. RT spoke to Dan Kovalik. He is a human and labour rights lawyer, and he thinks, though, that consumer pressure on companies is the best way to change things.
Companies that can get away with forced labor or child labor will use it because they want to maximize their profit. It's quite as simple as that. And I think companies have found in Côte d'Ivoire the space to be able to use forced child labor. And so they're using it, you know. That's why these lawsuits are important, because they force these companies, hopefully, to amend their actions. I think in the case of a Nestle, for example, I think consumer pressure boycotts can work. Absolutely. They have in the past, including against Nestle itself, which has been, frankly, a bad actor in very different ways over the years.